a new red Ferrari, plus matching Rolls and Bentley. Love, well, he had a wife of 16 years standing, a fair-haired, sensible woman named Edna, who stayed out of the way because that was how Al wanted it. For more exciting sex, there was always a selection of ready and able ladies, any shape, size, or specification. Al, suggested the blonde, shifting so that her well-developed mammaries hung invitingly over his mouth. Al, baby, why don't we fuck? The redhead paused at what she was doing and expressed great interest in the blonde's suggestion. Al grunted. Stick it into these two. They must be kidding. Just keep at it. He pushed the redhead back into position. Women had never been a problem. Always plenty to go around, even before he was famous. With the fame came the classy bits, falling over themselves for a piece of Al King cock. And what ravers! He could feel no sign of an orgasm. The trouble was, he just couldn't be bothered to make it with the casual pickups that crowded his bedroom. He started off thinking, yeah, great, and ended up thinking, ugh, why bother? Lately, it had to be a very special girl, and how many of those were there around? It was 4 o'clock in New York. It was the middle of July and hot. Of course, the room was air-conditioned, but still, it was a strange sort of coolness. Al said, "Get dressed, girls. I've had enough." They both chorused their disappointment. He hadn't even touched them. I could make you come, the blonde said, if we got rid of her. Scornfully, she indicated the redhead. Al got off the bed and headed for the bathroom. Whatever gave her the impression he would want to come with her? Dressed and out in 5 minutes, he snapped. Hey, objected the redhead. Al took another shower. You couldn't be too careful. This time, when he emerged from the bathroom, the girls had gone. Good. Sometimes they stayed to argue. He pulled up the window shades, flooding the bedroom with sunlight. He contemplated phoning his brother, Paul, but he was with Linda, and she wouldn't be too pleased. Linda wasn't bad. Too strong for Paul, though. It wouldn't last. Anyway, she wouldn't stand a chance against Paul's wife, Melanie. Now she was a real little toughie. She liked the money, the big house, and all the perks of being Al King's sister-in-law. She would never stand for another woman in Paul's life. Al yawned. Now his wife was another proposition. Sweet, faithful Edna. He had met her when she was 16, knocked her up, done the right thing, and married her. Well, her father had been very persuasive. He had given Al £2,000 to set him up in a record shop. However, being shut up in a shop did not appeal to Al. What he really wanted to do was sing. He was well known, locally. Wherever there was a wedding or an event, people would say, "Get Al to give us a few songs." He made the odd £5 here and there, but he would have done it for nothing. Paul was the brains of the King family. He had just finished a course in accounting, and Al had persuaded him to leave his job and open up the shop with him. After all, it's just the two of us now, he had said. Their parents had recently died within months of each other. Soon, the shop became the local musicians' hangout, and a group called Rabble invited Al to sing with them. Paul took over their management, and within 2 years, it was Al King and Rabble. Within 4 years, it was just Al King, and the ride to superstardom had really begun. Edna had never complained. They had started married life in one room. Al was out all day working, and then when he joined Rabble, he was out all night too. Edna looked after the baby, helped out in the shop, cooked, cleaned, struggled to make ends meet. She had been a softly pretty girl when Al had met her. Now, at 33, she was plump and matronly, and she stayed very much in the background of her husband's starry life.